Oh, gosh. I forget something. He has a major sarcasm.
You okay? You good?
Yes, let's get this started, sir.
All right, what's up, listeners? I'm the one and only Dead Aim, here with my brother in arms. Tell the people who you are.
Yeah, it's your boy, Dead Eyes. What up, people?
Good, good, good. This is All the Game and Smoke episode no matter uno, the very first inaugural episode. And in this episode, we have something very special. We want to break down one of our newest and brightest gems in our lives, Ghost of Tsushima. All right. We have been playing this game since it's come out, which has been a couple weeks ago. I haven't paid attention to any review scores or anything like that, but I do believe it's around 83 or 84 or something like that. But it is the fastest selling new IP for Sony, and I think it is also their highest rated first party game, if I'm not mistaken. So all kinds of love and accolades all around for Ghost of Tsushima. So you, Iceman, you finished Ghost of Tsushima. Tell us, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I finished Ghost of Tsushima, and to me, right, in the beginning, I started this game. I was like, I hope this game was going to live up to the reputation, to the hype, everything that was talking about it. So I got into it and I was like, I hope this just ain't the average samurai game. Something like Dynasty Warrior, you know,
But that's your
hack and
jam,
slash.
though.
Oh, we funny here. So
I'm not being.
anyhow,
That's not funny. That's true. Is it not your jam? You don't
let
know.
let's let's just forget aim for a second, okay?
Okay.
Let's forget aim for a second here as I continue to speak about this. Yeah, so but you know something? Ghost of Tsushima, it brings to life a live samurai action movie. It feels so real. Like I've played this game and I was never bored. You could get tired because your body gets tired, but I was never bored playing Ghost of Tsushima. It has
I can
so
agree with that.
much to do. The game is just so alive. The details, everything. If you're running through the grass or if you're riding on a horse through the grass, he actually passes his hand through the grass while you're riding on the horse. The game is just filled like for it to just be, it's not even sort of the next gen console. You understand? But it
Right.
just pushing the realism. You'd swear this is a next gen. You swear this is PS5.
Yeah, the attention to detail is immaculate in this game. And clearly there were limitations on the hardware, but they did a very good job of conveying the world of a samurai and you being a samurai. So, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, man. It's been a fantastic experience for me. I'm still on Act 2, but that's really and truly just because I've just been playing around in the sandbox, just doing so many different things. I've done a lot of the little side missions, and every time I see a question mark pop up, I want to go explore it because I never know what it could be. It could be a hot springs, it could be a fox den, it could be a bird leading me to some a location or another hot spring or whatever. It's just so many different wonders in that world, and I just really enjoy it. And yeah, I've been having a great time taking my time going through it.
No,
Is there? Yeah, go ahead.
So, so listen to this, right? Aim's probably going to be a little pissed or what I have to say. So, Aim bet me that AI couldn't beat this game in
Oh
a
wow,
month time. You know, guess what? To the listeners or to the people that's going to view
we
this
get
or
right
listen
to
to
the
this,
smoke.
yeah. Um, I finished this game in 2 weeks tops, and that's because I had to work. I was working two jobs and I still finished this game in two
You want to let
weeks.
them people know you working
Mm,
too?
Yeah. So
He want that
listen to
accolades.
listen to this, right? Aim hasn't finished the game. He bet me. And if correct me if I'm wrong, but you did say that you were actually going to finish the game before me.
I probably said that. It wasn't part of the
Yes,
bet,
you
but I
did.
probably said that too.
Yes. So listen, part of the bet is that Aim still has this problem with Destiny that he doesn't like Destiny. I mean, Destiny's not the best put together game, but it's still kind of a lot fun to play once you
There
play.
we go.
So
There we
the
go.
bet was to get aim back on the Destiny. I had to finish Ghost of Tsushima in under a month, but I finished it in under 2 weeks. So that's to show you how good of a game it is, though. Because if it was
True.
boring, if the storyline had sucked like The Last of Us 2, I probably wouldn't have finished it or probably would not have been close to finishing it. But
Yeah.
seeing that it did better, it has a better story. The story, well, I can't compare it with Last of Us 2, but at least the writers for Ghost of Tsushima knows what they're doing. Unlike The Last of Us, they don't know what they're doing. Or I just think their job is to just
Why
torment
you
the
firing
gamers.
sprays though?
Like I think that this guy just sat down there and just said, "Wait, let me see how I can just mess these people minds up, make them hate me, make
Man,
them
stay
throw
on
my
track. Yo,
game
yo,
in the
yo, yo. Come
toilet."
back, come back, come back.
So, anyhow, let me get out to the dark side for a second. That's just to show you the damage that Last of Us 2 did on the
Yeah,
gamers.
yeah.
Yeah, it can make you go on that dark side. But thanks to Ghost of Tsushima, for the
Mm,
makers that made Ghost of Tsushima, hands down, thank you very much. You brought us back to the light of gaming. I
all
literally shut down my PlayStation 4 because of Last of Us
right,
2.
okay. All right.
But anyhow, Ghost
All
of
right.
Tsushima came and did it.
So Ghost of
Awesome
Tsushima,
graphics,
that's
awesome.
it. It's the
Excuse
one.
me, sir. Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir.
What?
Awesome storyline, awesome graphics. They know where they were going. They know the aim, the battle mechanics, the AI, the stealth, the killing. Oh my god, the killing is just
Okay, well,
gruesome.
before
It's
you get
just
too
so.
much into it, let's touch on that a little bit. Let's touch on the storyline. Tell us a little bit about it without ruining anything for those of us that haven't completed the game. What did you think? You know what I mean?
Well, it started off. I saw. I was, with this little boy. He was to me, if you, in my own terms, he was a sissy. I mean, he literally watched his father die.
Okay,
His
but
father was like,
hold on.
"Help!"
Take
His
it easy.
father.
Take it easy. Okay, we're gonna be careful how we speak. And on top of that, we are not gonna rehash the story here because we're not trying to give it up for everyone. We're just gonna hit a like maybe a couple beats on the story and what you thought the story did and how it told it and whatever throughout the
Okay,
second
so
game.
yes, I think the story was well put together. You know, he started off young. He was not that aggressive. He was taken by his uncle after his father died, and his uncle trained him you know, in the art of the samurai, if you want to say. So he learned the way of the samurai.
Yeah,
But as the game goes on, I'm not going to share too much in depth because I don't want to create spoilers for the people that didn't play it yet. But along the line, he started to, take walk a different path from the samurai.
yeah.
And I think through the storyline, the uncle kind of felt disappointed in a way, even
Okay,
though
but do you
the
feel
the
like they
path.
did a good job of delivering the story as well as intertwined with the gameplay?
Yes, I do believe so. The
Okay, so it wasn't
storyline came.
too
It was a
much,
well put together piece. The whole puzzle fit together. It
not
was
too
really good.
narrative focused or anything like that. All right.
Now,
Okay.
even
All
the
right.
people that are, even the people that died, it made you felt emotional for the people that died in the game.
Yeah, there's a couple characters I kind of connected with a little bit, but some of them I was like, "You stupid, get out of my face."
Well, like it
And
was,
you
but
know what I
like I
noticed
said,
with this game? There was a lot of people lying to you, man. On a lot of those side quests, there was a lot of shady people, man. I'd do a side quest for somebody and then come to find out they lied to me just to get me to go do something for 'em. It was a lot of that. I was like, okay.
yeah, I kind of run into that a lot too.
All
But
right.
hey, that's just the world today we living to.
But
You understand? So
real quick before we move on, let's touch on the setting a little bit. How did you feel? How did you feel about that Japanese setting? Essentially that morphing from samurai to ninja assassin. How'd you feel about that, man?
I mean, it's not. It just was just awesome. Like I said, how it was well put together. As he gradually samurai, and you see as he gradually changed. And I don't know if you noticed this though, but you noticed the weather changed, right? They say the
Yeah,
more
yeah.
that you play as the ghost, the more storms come.
Okay, that's a ill feature. I did not know that. That's dope. I like
Yes,
that. That's what's up.
yes.
Well, I gonna have stormy backgrounds all the time because I stay in the shadows. I love it, man. It's been great. It does a great job of conveying that time period and just being in feudal Japan, man. Like it's an amazing feel. Like it makes me want to go back and watch that Netflix series Marco Polo because it kind of dealt with that the Mongols and stuff like that, and it just really had me on that type of trip, you know. So I really appreciated this game, man. Um, the combat though, the combat is the bread and butter of this bad boy. That's where it shines through. That's where it really impresses. What's your favorite part about the combat?
I mean, it's like straight up out of the combat is like everything. It's like you're a samurai. You're surrounded by a group of guys. They're trying to kill you, and with the skills that they give you, even as the ghost, whether you're the ghost or you're the samurai, you have a list of skills that you have that you could beat an army by yourself. It's
Sometimes
like
it's actually overwhelming how much you have at your yeah, as your tool set, man.
yeah, I can't lie. At the beginning of the game, when I was playing this game, I mean, I used to dead a lot. I used to watch them guys kick me out the ground, like
That's
they
the
literally
most
beat me. And
embarrassing shit, man.
yeah,
They
driving kicking
wrong
me.
for that. And it's every death animation too. They gonna play with you or make you look like a sucker.
Yeah,
Like,
I
dang,
was like, wow, it's personal, Mister.
yeah, makes you hate.
Driving kicking me, and I want to done it. Man, those were those axe. Is it the axe or the pike? Man, when that slam on my back, son, that I used to feel that one. Son.
Yeah.
Mm.
Painful, man.
But
It's painful when it's a group of them and they just kicking you around, multiple of them just
yeah,
kicking your ass and shit, and then they stab you. Fucked up.
but
Yeah.
it is sweet when they're crawling in the ground and
Oh
you
yeah,
get to
man.
stab them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I, I
Love it.
was like, hey, I sorry, I don't want to kill you, but I need that extra
No,
boost.
I want to
So
kill you. Like
yeah, so
this game lets me live out some of my most brutal fantasies, man. I just truly appreciate it. You know, I love being in some tall grass and throwing something to call somebody's attention over my way, and then just when they run up on me, just up in the jugular, just get them all up in the face and throat and stuff in your side. I love when they hit them in the side, then get them up under the throat. Oh man, it's so nasty, so
you
visceral.
know what's the
Really
most
appreciate it.
gruesome kill though? Aim.
What's
It's
that?
when you jump off the roof and you drive all the blade straight down their
Oh yeah,
chest.
that's the ninja
Man,
assassin kill. I wish they would let you pull it
gosh.
forward though. That shit would be sick. Instead of just coming straight up. Yeah, like
Hmm.
cut the sword out a little bit. That would be dope as hell. I would love that. I would love that
Gosh,
so
son.
much.
I have some of those kills, son. I had to save them on video footage, son. It's just good, son.
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm gonna need to see
Like,
some of that footage because you keep talking about how good of a samurai you are, and I really don't believe it. But you did complete the game, so I give you your respect. I
oh
give
no, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to let you know that Khan he did give me some trouble for like two times. The third time I just hand him his ass on the third round.
Mhm. So let me
And the
ask you
fourth,
this: the first time you fought the Khan on the bridge, did you get in any hits on him? Did you beat him even?
nah, I think I only get slashed him once. After that, he mopped the floor with Beaverson.
Hmm.
Because I didn't know he that
No, he had a
that
flawless
weapon.
victory on my ass.
Yeah, that weapon that he have them son. And I can't share any spoilers, but
Yeah.
his last fight with that weapon he have there is nothing to play with, but he's slow.
I know, dog.
That's the
Yeah, yeah.
thing
I
with.
ain't worried about the Khan, man. I'm gonna fuck him up when I get there. That's what's up.
And he's a well, damn.
Yeah. I
Can't say
mean,
nothing
and
period because you haven't finished it.
the combat, man, like I said, there's so much going on there from your throwables like your kunai and your smoke bombs to your freaking bow and arrow and then your sword. It's just so much that's going on that you just have a variety of ways to just approach each and every new scenario and each and every kill. And I just really appreciate the game just kind of giving me a huge tool set and telling me, hey, be a samurai, go have fun, kill these people.
Now,
You know, I
listen
love
to this though. Listen to this. This is not spoilers, right? But I have a question to you.
it.
Who is the people's person in that game? Like, besides the main character, who's the character that you feel that was a ride or die for Jin?
Yuna.
Okay, thank you
Yeah,
very
one
much.
thousand percent. I rather you
Listen to
for
me.
sure.
Listen, man. You
Yeah,
haven't
you
reached there yet,
saved
right?
my life. What?
You not goes hard for
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
boy.
yeah, yeah. I happy to hear that because yeah, she the one. She the one.
And you know what I like about her? They didn't put too much like trying to make her look all pretty and perky and this,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, she was
They
a
make her look,
regular woman. You know what I mean?
they
Yeah,
make
that's
her look
dope.
like a regular warrior,
Yeah,
woman warrior.
don't
And
fantasize
to be,
or anything like that. Just
yeah, they.
man.
But you know the thing is about it with
Struggle.
her, I realized I
Was it?
think she was trained in the art and how to be a ninja. I think that what it was. Since
Yeah,
she was like a
that's why they
thief,
kept calling it thief. Yeah, but
yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah. Once you add the killing to it, it's essentially the same thing.
So that's what it is. She actually is who changed your boy though. Without you, now he would have never. He'd have been
Yeah,
dead
yeah, yeah. It was
long
a
time.
wrap.
And
It was
he'd
a
have
wrap
been
up.
trying to do. You can imagine he trying to run out and fight everything. Oh, I am
Right.
samurai. Come
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and
yeah.
see me.
Exactly, exactly.
Boy,
On
did a
multiple
mile
levels.
his. I did a mile he up this.
Yeah, easy. On multiple levels,
Easy.
you saved him.
Yeah. So I said to be honest with you, Yuna is the people's choice. You understand? She saved your boy, gave them a new way a new road to follow, and in that road, that's what helped him to beat the Khan. You understand? Because the Khan realized that himself. I won't say what he said
Right.
because I don't know if you reached that far yet,
Right.
but
No,
he
no.
did realize that there. So it's because of Yuna, your boy was able to lay the Khan down to sleep.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. All right. So before we move on from the combat, well, now that we're moving on from combat, do you have anything final to say on it before we move on? Actually,
I don't know. I think the combat actually did what it was supposed
Ghost
to
of
do.
Tsushima.
I just yeah. I wait. I
Okay.
like the finishing animation where you can slide across the D pad. I think it's the D pad they call it. What do you call it? The touchpad. The touchpad on the PS control.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can slide across and he wipes the blood off, he sheds the blood off his
I
sword,
do
we
like that. I
flicks
try
it
to do
on.
that after every fight.
I try to do that all the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have times even when my sword is inside my inside and I still make like, oh, I didn't use it. I used the knife.
yeah.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
I
man,
always try to,
the little touches, man. It just shows how much love and passion went into this game. Again, the attention to detail is just immaculate, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in future installments on PS5. Like, can you imagine what they can do with the fucking technology of the next gen systems? Like, man, in 2023, 24, whenever that sequel is coming, we're gonna see some beautiful stuff. So, but my question, now that we're on future installments, is would you like to see a direct samurai follow up, or would you like to see them switch up the settings and the period and give us the same type of vibe? You know, like maybe go to a ninja period or, some type of different period in history.
no, I like to see them next. I like to see them keep my boy and keep my characters and continue to push in the story. Because sometimes when you change stuff up, people tend to complain. You
Right.
know, sometimes one of them would just like to it to continue. Don't change up anything, don't switch it to anything, just keep it going.
So you
Because then
stuck
the
with
people,
Jin then.
yeah. He's my that's my dog. That's my one.
Yeah, yeah, I rock
Jin
with
is
that too. I like his character, man. He has a character.
Jin is fearless. Jin goes hard. Jin willing to climb and do anything possible.
Good
Jin
people.
is samurai. He is samurai. Well, right now he's ninja samurai now. He's ninja samurai.
More than samurai.
I am more than samurai. I am the ghost.
That's right. All right. Any final thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima before we move on?
Oh, just looking forward to a sequel.
Already,
You know,
damn, finish the game, play on New Game Plus or something. God damn it, don't look forward to no sequel yet, man. Shit, stop being greedy, dog.
listen, man. When the game was so good, I wish they would have. Did wish they would announce by the end of next year they have a sequel coming. At least by
I'm
the end of
sure you'll
this.
get an announcement or a teaser or something in a
Come
year.
on. Wait, did they make more money than Last of Us 2?
I don't know if it made more money. I'm sure that hasn't finalized yet in tallies, but I know it was the fastest selling new IP. I don't know how that stacks up to The Last of Us 2 because that's not a new IP. So I don't know if they did any direct comparisons there. All right. But yes, we both love Ghost of Tsushima. Not a perfect game, but not much to hate. And anything that you do find irritating or hating in the game, it's if you're hating anything, you're being unreasonable. And anything that irritates you, it's just nitpicking. Honestly, it doesn't take away from the fun of this one. This one is fantastic. All right. That being said, let's move on to the Xbox Games Showcase. That happened last week, good sir. Did you happen to catch it?
No, I was mostly checking footage on Outriders. To be honest, you I hope this is not bad what I say right now. I'm a little disappointed in Microsoft.
Okay.
So
Why is that?
I mean, they haven't been showing anything that, compared to the PS5. I mean, they haven't been really showing anything. They come into a gunfight with a tweezer compared to the PS4, PS5. I mean, come on. I
Mm,
haven't seen any titles that was worth. I don't even want to get into that. You can take this over, Abe.
okay. Well, actually, I do agree with you. On a regular occasion, I would be like, come on, man, you got to be watching these things. You got to stay up to date on the news or whatever. And it's like, nah, bro, like they ain't showed shit. This showcase was Halo, and Halo showed pretty much mid. The rest of it was just some B tier games and announcements for games. It didn't do nothing. It didn't move the Richter. It it did zero to prove or to sell Series X to anybody. There was like I'm looking at Microsoft at this point, and yes, I do want a next gen system, but I'm looking at them at this point like, yo, what? Why am I gonna be upgrading again? You know what I mean? Because they just ain't doing it. But pretty much the showcase was for Halo, and Halo, the combat looks great. Like it looks like it feels Halo again. Um, but the game, it looks like it's in a rough shape as far as the graphics and the technical aspects go. And with 4 months until launch, pretty much 4 months until launch is kind of it makes you wonder, man, is Halo gonna be okay? Plus,
A question: Is it coming out on new gen, right?
yes, it's supposed to be on current gen as well as next gen, and it's
So why
supposed.
is the graphics looking so terrible though?
Well, they
It's
said
coming on.
this was an older build from the rumor is that it's from January, but I don't know how true that is. But they said it was an older build running on a PC that wasn't fully specced out or anything like that. So it wasn't there to show off any technical abilities or what have you. Which I don't understand that because people have been waiting to hear about this game and see this game for 5 years. Especially with Halo 5 being such a letdown to then show Halo Infinite for the first time and it be just a bunch of mid is like, what the hell, man? So the premier launch title for the next gen system, we have no idea what it can do graphically because well the system can do graphically because the game isn't showing us anything. So it's like, what are we doing here, Microsoft? What's going on? You know? I don't know, man.
Well, I tell you what, Microsoft is going to pick up some real blows on this next gen. doesn't do its job.
Well, hold
Because
on.
yeah, you could have all the pushing power you want, but if you don't have the titles behind you, or should I say the exclusives backing you, you're in trouble.
Well, actually, I think they do have exclusives and titles,
Yeah,
but
show me them. I need to see them though. Like,
well,
show me them. What?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Microsoft's biggest thing right now is Game Pass. All right, Game Pass is huge. All right, because Game Pass has that history, that library of all your past game, all those old games, as well as the stuff that's going to be on Project X Cloud, my guy. So don't forget about that. That's a huge thing for them. Now, that doesn't encompass all the new stuff from third-party developers, but every new Microsoft game will be on Game Pass. So that's all their titles. As far as new titles coming, they got Fable that they just announced. That might be like 2 3 years out. Forza Motorsport 8 or whatever the next Forza Motorsport is called. That's about a year and a half, 2 years out. Or at least it looks like it. We don't know. Um,
God damn,
you
that's
know,
far.
Halo, Halo. They said the next gen version of Halo is gonna have the ray tracing as a later on update. So Halo isn't even gonna look right on the next one. So we don't know what that's gonna look like at launch.
God
And we
damn.
don't. I mean, we don't know any launch titles either. But
God damn.
time they haven't given us anything for us to salivate over or feel like, yeah, this is what's up. And this was supposed to be that showcase. After the failure in May and then June when Sony came out banging, like Sony didn't blow the wheels off the car or anything like that, but they had a good show. They showed us what their system looks like. They showed us some upcoming games and showed us what the some of the graphical and technical abilities of the system. So that was a really good showcase. It could have been much better with more gameplay, but it was solid. So Microsoft knew coming off of May's failure and what Sony did in June, they had to come right. And they led the show off with this broken ass Halo, which by the way, the combat looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to play it, but again, it's still broken. And then they tapered off into nothingness and then ended with a freaking reveal that Fable is coming back again, and everybody kind of already knew that. They already knew it was being made, and the studio that was making it, so they could have just like a lot of these games in that showcase could have just been a tweet, like a blog post. You know what I mean? This is what we have coming. Yeah, you guys were correct. Fable is being developed by Playground Games. But instead, they wasted an hour of our lives calling that a game showcase, and it really wasn't. It was it was a trailer showcase, if anything. So anyway, I'm looking forward to Halo still, though. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed. Hopefully, it's better than we think or than it looks to be at the moment. But we'll see, man. We will see. But that leads us into the next gen discussion, though. What I want to know is how are you feeling about next gen so far, my guy? Like, has any one of these companies done anything to make you like, yes, I have to have next gen day one? Because for me, traditionally, like I've always waited for the second tier iteration of consoles. Like, I waited for the 360 Slim, before I finally got a 360, so on and so forth. I don't want to wait 2 years into the console cycle this time, but especially with Xbox, that is potentially a viable solution because of their approach to things. But anyway, yeah, has any one of them impressed you or moved you thus far?
Well, to be honest with you, like if you are talking about the game, the system, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Sony has impressed me throughout this whole year of gaming. With all the games that
Speak
came
to
up
it.
with Sony. I mean,
Oh, what games?
we had Final Fantasy remake. That was pretty cool, pretty awesome. I mean, I hate Last of Us
Yeah, that tying
storyline.
that exclusive up for a year was a good move on their part too, because by the time it drops on one, nobody's gonna be thinking about that shit, or at least that's what I think it is.
What? Could you repeat what you were saying there?
The exclusive for Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Hmm.
Sony has a exclusive on it for a year, I believe it is. So next year is when it can be dropped on the Xbox One X.
Oh,
So
that was pretty strategic by
yeah,
them.
I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I think that's what I heard last. So yeah, that was a huge get if that's the
That's
case.
a gut punch to the
Yeah,
Xbox, listen.
and if it's exclusive, even better. But yeah, I think that's what it is. So
Yeah, so I mean, The Last of Us, the storyline sucked, but the game itself was like pretty dope, pretty awesome.
mhm.
So I mean, Sony came out this year swinging, punching, shooting, everything. They brought everything to the table. You
Well,
know what I'm saying? I mean, Microsoft. I don't know, man. I mean, Microsoft. I don't know what you're doing though. Like what? Like the only system that can relax is like I mean you ain't Nintendo. You don't have Mario. You can't pull Mario out of the woodworks and then make money. You don't have that. So I mean, what are you doing though?
well, that's
Are
how
you
they
just
feel about Halo, though. They
mm,
got Halo.
hell no. Halo is not Mario. No,
He
it's not.
definitely ain't, man.
Halo
He
can't
definitely ain't
Halo
Mario, but
Halo can't do that there. Only Mario could do that there.
uh,
Mario is the only system. I mean, Nintendo is the only system that could just pull out the exclusives out of the woodworks and still make money. It's like they could be like, "Wow, our sales are down. Bring the next Mario Party out." Boom, next Mario Party come out, or the next Legend of Zelda.
no,
You
you got it
understand?
all wrong, my guy. The next Mario Kart.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Anytime they need big money, they
Mhm.
just blow off the thing, press
Mario.
that button there,
Yep.
and the next Mario Kart come on. Next thing you know, Mario Kart come out with rims on it, and boom, Nintendo selling
Yeah,
millions of
we
copies.
already did the rims in the last one, and they had the bends in there and everything.
What? You see what I mean? They can't lose. So I mean, Xbox. I don't know what you're thinking. You're not Nintendo.
Hey, but hold on. While we shitting on Xbox, Xbox does have a great strategy though. Like I do
Mm-hmm.
believe their approach to next gen is the best strategy because that strategy of because what they're essentially doing is taking the console market and turning it into the equivalent of a PC market. Because in a PC market, you upgrade your PC over the years, right? But you can still play some of that old software on your newly upgraded system. So it's backwards compatible with the upgraded, you know, hardware. So I think that's a great thing that for the first 2 years or whatever, you're gonna still be able to play all their games that they release on the one as well. I do believe that's awesome. The Game Pass offer is awesome. The fact that all first party games are going to be there, that is a phenomenal deal, my guy. So I do think they have the most consumer friendly approach. I just think they're, and then obviously they bought all those damn studios. They're still obviously in the market for more studios. So I think they have the foundation set up. It's just going to take some time. I think they're a good 2 or 3 years away from really showcasing what all the groundwork they've been building up to is going to be. I don't think that groundwork is for Halo. I don't think that's going to be the fruits of their labor. But one thing is clear to me now more than ever. They absolutely fucking suck doing a conference showcase slash freaking direct, whatever you want to call that shit that they did. It's terrible. Their presentation skills are atrocious. And they do nothing to entice gamers. It's like, I almost feel like they're trolling us a little bit.
Boy. I just don't understand this though. Like
So
you will
I
get
go ahead.
they want to just keep getting beat up on by Sony year after year after year. Just have Sony just stepping on them. Come on, and it ain't like they don't have the money enough to back this and get this done enough. Come on, you see, Sony don't compete with Nintendo because Sony realize Nintendo is on a different level. You understand? Nintendo is on a whole new different level from them. But Sony knows that it will compete with the Xbox. But you know what Sony has over the Xbox? It's not just exclusive, they have very good
Oh, I disagree
exclusives.
with that analogy, but mine is just the opposite of it. I just think it's Nintendo don't compete with Sony because Nintendo knows who Sony is. Like Nintendo does have Mario and a lot of great franchises, but Sony's the king of console gaming. Like ever since the PlayStation dropped, Sony has been running the show. Yeah, Nintendo has some hits with the Wii and now the Switch, but the Switch ain't even beat the PS4, and the Wii did smash on PS3 and 360, but really and truly, that's about it. Sony runs every generation.
I never asked. I wondered with Nintendo though, like why haven't they like up there, like they're like on a different kind of funny level, right? Like, wasn't it the lowest graphic console, last generation console?
Yeah, the last time Nintendo competed in graphics was the GameCube.
Yeah, it was the GameCube. I remember that because I remember, yeah, they had a little step, they had a little more pushing power than the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Because yeah, they brought
they
out
were, they were close to the Xbox. They were close. They weren't more
mhm,
powerful, but they were close.
yeah,
But yeah, man, Nintendo just kind of dances to their own beat now. Like even with this whole next gen talk, like where the hell is Nintendo in all of this? Is the Switch their next gen system that technically goes up against the Series X and PS5? And then like 3 years into those, then we gonna see Switch 2? Is that what's going on? Are we gonna see a Switch upgrade sometime this year, next year? Like Nintendo isn't even saying anything, bro. Like Nintendo's just quiet, just like crickets from that camp right now. You can't hear
because they
nothing.
got Mario. I tell you this, they don't need to
When they're ready to
upgrade.
come back, they're gonna drop Mario.
They're gonna do something. Don't worry, they're gonna come up with some ill shit. Trust me. This is Mario. This is Nintendo we talking
Oh,
about.
you know what? They did
They,
just drop Mario though. They did just drop Paper Mario, the Origami King. I think that did pretty well. That's like the only big game they dropped this year, I think. So you're right. They dropped Mario again. They ran back to the
listen,
well.
man. Listen to me. Anyway, let's get off of Nintendo because they're doing nothing right now. We talking
All right.
about the new gen consoles,
So
but I'm just saying though,
okay.
like
So question. Go ahead. Go
you
ahead.
were telling me that Xbox has a plan and so forth, and I do respect that. But you at the same time, you go realize that Sony has their little plan, and they have the right to switch up their plan at any given moment and make shit happen. You
Oh yeah,
understand? They
sure.
could be going left, and then for some reason this curve and go right. You understand? And they are an aggressive company though because they come out with games and I don't know, man. It's very hard to find a stupid Sony game, dude.
Right. All
Like
their
you
moves
can't
have been
find.
gold lately. Like they
Yeah,
haven't made very many missteps.
no. I mean, like they had Devil May Cry, and it was like, okay, Xbox, you want? You can have that. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, I can have it. You can have my leftovers. Go with Devil May
Your
Cry.
house of exclusives are fantastic, especially when it comes to people who love story focused content. Oh man,
Hmm.
fantastic library of games for the single player gamer, man. I do
Yeah.
wish there was some more co-op campaign stuff in there, but I'm not going to nitpick on that. Story delivers for me as a gamer. Like, I mean, Sony delivers. I think I said story delivers, but yes, Sony
Mm.
delivers for me as a gamer in terms of story, man, and I love that. So they on point there for sure. But
You know something? No jobs against Nintendo for this one, right? But if you gave Sony Mario, oh gosh, what they would do with Mario? Hmm.
probably to make Mario real serious and give him a gun.
Nah, they won't. Nah, they won't go that far.
And instead of jumping on Goombas, he'd be kicking their ass. And
I
then
think
he's
I think
throwing
they
out
kind of made him
fireballs,
a little. Yeah,
burning
they kind
people
of made him a
alive.
little aggressive. A little aggressive. Probably a little more aggressive. You wait, Mario. Now he be like, hey, you better move on my way. Better get out my way. Hey, where's my princess, man?
Yeah, but
But hey, man,
I think that
I,
question for you: are any of the consoles and PS5, Series X, any of those consoles day one for you?
yes, the PS5.
PS5 is a day one for you, huh? Why?
PS5. I
Why?
mean, Sony hasn't disappointed me since ever. So I know when they come out, they're not going to come out to disappoint either. I'm gonna get what I paid for,
Yeah, but the
hands
library of
down.
games, though. Think about all those games, like all the games you have on your Xbox One X right now, you have on your Series X.
Excuse me. We were born to walk forward, my friend. So give me some next gen thing. Don't try to cover your trail up, your tracks up, or be like, ah, damn, we don't have enough stuff yet. So let's just give them the rights to get old stuff, so that we could buy ourselves some time. Yeah, we need the time. Whereas Sony's like, nah, we about that life. We about to get this going. We about to give you new stuff. We're going into it. This is a new gen console. Get me some new stuff. This is the first time the console is coming out. Give me something new. Think Sony can down the line afterward go ahead and make some upgrade where, all right, you guys can have the old stuff afterward. But nah, they pride themselves on bringing out new content, new games for us to enjoy, new experiences. Not,
Okay.
let me go back and play this. Oh, we could go back and play that. Nah, not impressed. I'm
Okay,
not
but I mean,
impressed.
if my backlog is huge though, so I do love what they're doing. But I
Oh God, do I smell an Xbox fanboy? I think so. I
is
think
what?
I'm smelling a fanboy, an
Whoa, hold
Xbox
on, hold on,
fanboy.
hold on, hold on. Take it easy, take it easy. I'm no fanboy. You know, I gotta play all three, own all three all the time. I gotta do that. It's too many games.
Oh, people. Oh yeah, I just remember. He likes to brag the fact that he has all three
No,
systems.
I don't
He
brag about it.
continuously
I just
he
like to make it known
continuously
that I'm
rubs this in
a
though.
varied gamer. That's
Huh?
all. I just it's not bragging. I just like to make it known that I like variety. And I go across all three platforms. I don't recognize or acknowledge any fanboyisms or fanboy behavior. I don't suscept to that. I don't give into it. I don't subscribe to it. I don't engage in it because it's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I used to be a fanboy back in the day when I was heavy on Nintendo. You know what I mean? And actually, I was a Sega fanboy first, then went to Nintendo, and then I played Halo,
Sega.
and that was when I realized, like, holy crap, there are so many wonderful other gaming experiences besides Nintendo. What the hell am I doing being a fanboy? So after playing Halo, I got that realization, and ever since then, I have been anti fanboy, and that's the way I'm gonna be for life. So, with that being said, my guy, yeah, not bragging, but I was going to agree with you that the PS5 is the system, if any, to get on day one. Because on the PS5, there's going to be new experiences that cannot be had on the PS4, whereas on the Series X, there won't be any experiences that can't be had on the One X. Now, the Series X will make those experiences better, but is it $500 better? You know what I mean? And I'm just throwing that number out because there's supposed price or the thought price, or at least what I think the price is gonna be. Um, but yeah, I just don't see a reason to upgrade to the Series X in that first year, especially because Microsoft announced that within the first 2 years of the console's life cycle, they're not going to have any exclusives to the console. So anything they make will be backwards compatible with One X as well. And I'm like, well, I do need a Series X eventually, and I suppose if I have disposable cash, sure, I'll upgrade. But outside of that, no, I'll just wait, and they might have a better version when they start having exclusives. There might be a Gears 6 exclusive Series X that's slimmer and better looking. You know what I mean? Something like that. They might have a upgraded X version of the Series X, like a Series XX. You know what I mean? By then, who knows? So I definitely agree with you. PS5 is the way to go day one and chill on the Xbox. Um, so yeah, but Halo is really the only thing they have coming this holiday, and I can play it just fine on my Xbox One X. And
Yeah.
with that being said, though, I do want to know, when are you going to get a Switch? Are
Um,
there any plans in the near future for one? Like outside of financial obligations, are there any plans in the near future for you to obtain a Switch?
yeah, yeah. Because Legend of Zelda is my favorite game of all time.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So any
Breath
Zelda
of the
game
Wild.
always catches me.
Breath
Breath
of
of
the
the Wild.
Wild is freaking an amazing game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm disappointed in myself that I have not gone back and finished it. But just playing around in that world was just phenomenal. I had so much fun, and I really should go back and finish it. I really should. That's a great game. I need to play it again as well. Okay, so well, I think it's pretty much Sony who has us really geared up for everything. I like playing on Microsoft system more because of obviously the controller, and then the fact that they have a lot more multiplayer stuff, so we can get in a lot of shared game sessions and stuff like that. But the main ones that we play together, Sony has them anyway, so it's all good.
So are you hyped up about this week of starting to play Destiny again?
Uh,
I bet you thrilled. I bet you can't just wait to
Let me
start
ask you a
playing.
question. Would you rather me just be real me, or would you rather me like fake it to like, pretend like I'm happy and hyped to play Destiny?
How about you just pretend that you're happy to play Destiny? That
Oh
works better for you.
man.
So go ahead. Let
Okay.
me repeat this one more time. So are you hyped about playing Destiny starting this week?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I really can't wait to dive back in and brush up on my skills before they release the new update, man, because I have to be ready for the new season of content. It's gonna be a great time, man. I really want to run through the entire campaigns, like all the campaigns again. I think that'd be a great thing. And then we should run a bunch of strike missions. Like I think we should run 10 strikes of 10 of each of the same strike. That'd be like dope. That'll give us the amount of roles that we need to collect the best weapon of each type, and then we could go on to the next strikes and stuff like that. And then after that, we could just head in and do like 2v2 in the competitive mode and stuff like that. Man, I just think we can have a ton of hours. You know what I mean? Of content. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be awesome, man. I just can't wait to keep playing
I
the
love
same
that.
level
Too. It's
10,
gonna,
12 times
yeah,
over every day, the same stages
man.
every day. I just can't wait. Your face will
Like
light up when you playing
the
Destiny
same
too. It's
strike
like you
10 times
like it.
in a row. Like, oh man,
Yes.
woo!
I mean, I know you
That's
can't
how
wait to
fun
play
that
that Destiny.
sounds.
You are going, you're going to be so happy.
10 in a
You're
row.
going to be so
God
happy.
roll, yes. Gotta get the
I know.
God roll, yes.
You are going to be so thrilled by that. I mean, you should just thank me for letting you play the greatest game of all time, Destiny 2.
Yeah, I'm just happy to have a brother in my life that refused to ever let me go astray. You know,
Yeah,
he kept me on the
you
straight and
are,
narrow.
yeah, yeah, kept you on that Destiny path. Keep telling me it was your.
Even even when I wanted to go into something else, I wanted to just turn heel. Oh, when I saw Anthem and I saw the little, whoo, you know what I thought? I left. I went elsewhere. The grass was not greener. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you. Thank you for shepherding me always to destiny. Are you there? Did we lose you? Oh no, it does sound like we're having some technical difficulties right now, folks. So we're gonna see if we can get the man's back on the phone. Get the man's back up in here. Iceman, come on, man. What you doing, bro? All right, let's move on from the jokes with Destiny though and really talk about the big. Yes? You there? Hello? The boy not there now. Him phone
Yeah,
still there.
so
Ah, the boy there.
so I'm back here, right? So I
All
was
right.
trying to wait, not think. So I was still on Destiny way there quickly
Oh,
before
we
you
were
tried.
still on Destiny. You have more
Yes,
to say? Right.
yes.
Go on then.
So
Talk. You
I
talk about
mean,
Destiny.
tell them how you really love Destiny, though. Tell
Me
them
done
that you
strong
love.
man to tell them I love the Destiny rascal, you know. A Destiny in the morning, Destiny in the noon, and Destiny in the night, you know. Me run in the room, me shoot, and then me jump and run in another room. That's what me do. Destiny, that's all me need to do. Me don't need to know nothing else. You hear me say? One thing and one thing only, me shooting on Destiny. That your destiny, that my destiny. We gonna have a destiny, a shared place together. You understand?
So then you would agree that you just get up just every day waiting to put on a game to play Destiny.
You
You
don't
just
know.
so. What is going to be your favorite character in Destiny? The Hunter, the Warlock, or the Titan?
Well, man, for be real with you right now, I spend a lot of time with the hunter. I kind of grow a affinity to the hunter, and then they had the whole thing with the boy Kid Six and all that. And I was an EXO too, so me feel real connected to him and that all that. But I say the hunter is probably my favorite. Now me explore with the Titan a little bit. Him fun, Titan fun. I play with the Titans since the first one, and we haven't really played around with the Warlock class yet. But we gotta experiment with everything because we have hours and hours and hours of Destiny. I look forward for me.
So, it's clear. So then, when we start, we're gonna start. We're gonna play on Mondays and probably Mondays and Thursdays, 2 times a week. Yeah.
All
So, are
right.
you hyped about playing hours and hours a game, just playing the strikes over and over, the same strikes them over and over and over until we get the guns we need? Are
Let me
you
tell you
into playing for hours, 10 hours tops in the same strike mission? I mean,
something.
it's awesome. I just can't wait.
You trying to psych me out of something? You trying to tell me 10 all the time over and over because it's gonna hurt me? I'm very excited. I cannot wait to play the 10 times, all the 10 times, the 10 times over.
Yeah, but not only that too, you got like this new thing that came out, like this new the DLC that's coming out. But then besides the DLC, we are going to go in the first dead zone, and we just run around for at least I think it's about 2 hours into the in gameplay, 2 hours gameplay on the dead zone, trying to finish up all the missions and find everything in the dead zone. So we're gonna need your help on that. Okay,
All right, bro.
so you're gonna have to put aside 2 hours, 2 hours of your life
All right,
into
man.
Destiny.
Whatever you say, you lead the way. I'm just there running around with you, man. I'm out of juice. I pretended all I could, man. I'm back to being normal. All right.
Oh, you run out of juice. You want to go and get a tonic, a Red Bull, something to get back into shape.
No fucking destiny, man. Kiss some of my ass, boy. And I mean that really. You only mean it because you're talking about destiny.
Oh, okay, so we can move on now to the next topic, sir. I was just trying to put out there that you've lost and you at some point in time you have to deal with Destiny.
Yes, yes, yes. The first
So
topic
please,
has been won by Iceman.
please tonight, please re-download it, please, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will re-download Destiny tonight.
Okay. So could we without saying any more? Could
With
we?
that being said, outside of Destiny, what else are you looking forward to playing this year, man?
I mean, I could play me some Halo, you know, but other than Halo,
Hey, you go do the entire series, the entire franchise run through. We got a third. They
yeah.
they trash, but you trash too. So like y'all on the same level, and we'll play on easy for y'all.
Okay, so I'm just going to pretend that I did not hear him tell me anything like that.
You gonna let me do that for you?
So, if you guys want, you guys can check his footage out on Ghost of Tsushima, where yesterday he died over 27 times trying to beat one boss, and he's dying doing the same thing over and over.
Bro,
Instead,
it
he
was like
tries to
12
wait
times. It
for the
wasn't
guys.
27. It was like 12. It was like
Huh?
12. It was like
No, no,
12.
it's not 12. No, it's not 12. Listen to me. I went to prepare a whole meal while you were dying. I was
What'd you
laughing and
prepare?
cooking
Ramen?
while you was dying. You understand?
That
Yeah,
was
it
a bowl
doesn't
of
matter
ramen,
what I
dog.
prepare. It just doesn't matter what I prepare.
It does matter
You
because
were
if you went
dying.
in there and heated up some water and did some hot dogs or ramen, that shit does fucking matter. What you mean?
My point is this though, whatever I was cooking, I could have been making tea, you was dying. So it was not 12 times. You died to the point where you almost threw the control off to the TV screen. You got up, walked off. I don't know if you cussed, argued when you came back, sat down. I mean, if you didn't beat that night, I mean, I don't know. You probably would not have been here right now doing this podcast.
Again, it was like 12 times. Yes, I was frustrated. I did
It's not
want to
12
rage quit,
times.
but I made it through.
By the skin, his energy was like if he had taken one more swing, he'd have died
I
again.
know, right? Yeah. I
Yeah,
did.
you got
I
up
did
through
make
by
it
saying,
through.
as in to me, when I fought those bosses, I had life to spare. I had energy to spare. When I'm like this guy here, where he says he's the number one samurai, he's always on the brink of death when he beats a
Bam,
boss.
bam, 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 bam,
Anyway, if you guys
bam.
don't believe
Dead
me, just check
Samurai.
his streams out. Check
Yeah.
his streams
Check it
out.
out. Twitch.tv/dead aim. But listen, I am a phenomenal samurai. Don't play yourself.
You are a samurai, but I am the ghost. That's the problem with you. You
All
are
right.
samurai. Okay, do you want me to rewind what Khan tell us in the beginning? You've won many battles. You're a good samurai. But you know what you would do? Do you know what I was doing when you were doing that? I was preparing for you. I know everything about the samurai. So guess what? I am not samurai. I am the ghost. He knows nothing about the ghost.
All right, man. All right. Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you looking forward to playing this year, if anything, besides Halo? Because you're skipping over a big mama jamma of a game that I am super hyped for.
Well, could you enlighten us on that, sir? Could you let us know what the game
All
is?
right, the game that I am most excited to play.
Outriders. Outriders. I'm just gonna take the hype
Damn
out of it.
right. Yes, that is correct. Outriders is the one. It is looking amazing right now. Everything they've shown just looks like they're doing it the right way. It looks like they've taken the best parts of Borderlands and mixed it in with just great first person combat and mobility. And it's just,
Excuse me, it's not first person.
I mean, third person, excuse me. You're correct. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me there. But yeah, it just looks like it's gonna be hella fun, man. It's not a graphical powerhouse or anything like that, but I do expect it's gonna be on the current consoles and then potentially a next gen version. But I am extremely excited to play that. Have you watched any of the broadcasts yet?
Yes, I did. I was watching one before we came on here. It's pretty dope. It's alright. It's all cool. Well, like I said, this is just to me. This is one of those games. I'll see it when it comes out, and then I'll be hyped about it if it's good. I'm not putting my hopes up too high. To me, this looks like a Borderlands for real. Looks like a border. It's just a third person Borderlands.
Okay, but you do realize that Ghost of Tsushima is the formula of Borderlands, essentially, just with swords instead of guns.
Explain this to me. Gosh, you
Be-
try to put every game with this. Explain how this is like Borderlands.
Well,
Please
Borderlands
help.
is an open world game where you have a set story, but you have like a sandbox you can run around and play and do a bunch of side missions and influence different things. Ghost of Tsushima is that on a smaller scale. It's not full open world, but it's a nice sandbox area where you have your set story and then you can go off the beaten path and do a bunch of side content and stuff like that. You know. And sure, you're not looting and collecting a bunch of swords or a bunch of guns, but you're going and you're collecting a bunch of headbands, you're collecting a bunch of gear, you're collecting a bunch of sword kits, you're collecting your abilities. I mean, it's the same formula pretty much. I don't understand why you hate on Borderlands so much aside from its cartoon and aesthetic. That's kind of baffling to me, you know. Especially since you're in love with Destiny, and Destiny was birthed from Borderlands. They dreamed Destiny up from watching Borderlands and then delivered on a smaller scale.
That's why I feel that's why Destiny probably is just not living up to its thing because it followed
Right.
a very boring game.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And Outriders is the game that is putting that together because Destiny promised us this huge interwoven
Oh
wonderful
boy, here
world
he
that
goes
has a
again. Here we go.
story as well as multiplayer components merged into one where you can grab your buddy and we can go on this epic adventure together. Destiny promised us that, but instead they gave us this fucking shooting gallery loosely tied with some story threads and then told us, oh, go search for the rest of the lore. Fuck off royally. But let's not get into that. Outriders now seems to have that exact same thing tied all into one interwoven, beautiful fabric of a game. So we don't have to go do any extra digging and searching for the story. We can experience that story content. We can have our multiplayer, not PvP, but PvE, you know what I mean? So we can co-op experience through the world, you know what I mean? There are world tiers, there's leveling up, there's class systems, it's just a fantastic open experience where us just go and just be who we want to be in that bad boy, man. Come on, man. Outriders is what Destiny was supposed to be. At least it seems that way right now. I mean, Destiny seemed that way when they were showing it off. Hell, when they had that original demo for Destiny 1, I was like, this doesn't seem like much, but it is just a demo. And then the game released, and the first or second level, I think it was the demo pretty much. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Or even if it wasn't a level, it was like the exact same type of mechanics. It was nothing new or whatever the fuck it was. It was just Destiny just been disappointing ever since it was dreamed into fruition, man. But anyway, we'll run around in the shooting gallery and shoot up a bunch of shit repeatedly. I mean, if that'll bring you joy, we'll do it. I'll play some music in the background and be happy or something. I'll stream it, tell some people come through and help me quell my boredom and um, my attempted suicide. Help to keep that at bay. You know what I mean? Tell people hop in the stream for that. But outside of that, man, yeah, Destiny, yay. But for me, yeah, Outriders is that game, man. So along the way, hopefully I can win a bet or two that gets you playing Outriders and Borderlands because yeah, I'm down 0-1 right now on the betting front. All right. What's next anyway? What's the next bet? You got a bet for us, man? You got anything in your skull? Huh? Hello? You there? Sanka, you did?
Yes, I am. I went blank for a minute there, trying to fix something.
All right. I was saying if you have any ideas for our next challenge or next bet, because I need to win one of these. I need to get you playing Outriders and Borderlands and all that shit. Let's go. What's the next bet? You got any ideas?
Pull up one. Pull up one. I'll let you lead that one. Tell me what's next.
All right, I don't have one, so I guess we'll save that for the next podcast. We'll unveil the
Mhm.
next bet on the next episode, whenever that may be. But I think that's about it, man. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Do you have anything you want to touch on before we get up out of here?
Nah, it was good. I played some pretty awesome games this year, and I look forward to the next year of gaming.
Pretty
So,
awesome games here. Like, what have you played so far this year that's been awesome?
like I said earlier in the pod, I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played Last of Us 2, and I just finished Ghost of Tsushima. Those were all three
Oh,
great titles back to back.
whoa, whoa. I cannot just let that slide. You said those were all three great titles.
Yes, Last of Us just had shitty ass storytelling that destroyed the game, but it's an awesome game. At the end of the day, it's a really good game. If you just forget
Wow.
about the storyline and play, you're gonna love the mechanics of the game. It's gonna draw you in. But if you played it and you want to live this happily ever after type of thing, it's not the game for you.
While I do agree that it's a technically sound game, I don't agree with that take at all. But I mean, that is entirely your prerogative, sir. If that is how you feel, then that is how you feel. I've played a couple good games, pretty solid games this year myself. Doom Eternal, one of my favorites. Final Fantasy Remake is also one of my favorites. I feel it's a shame that I haven't given that game more attention. Like I want to play that game again. I want to live with those characters a little bit more because this was my first time experiencing that world and those characters. So I really want to get back in there and have fun with that. So that's on my list of things to do. Same with Doom, actually. A couple of these games I've just beat once and then had to move on. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. But I've been playing again uh, Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time, finally, and that's a whole lot of fun. Right now, my focus is Ghost of Tsushima, and that's I'm loving that. That's probably my favorite game so far this year. But Horizon is right there. But Horizon isn't a game from this year as well. So, um, yeah. But that's about it for me, man. Again, I'm looking forward to Outriders and Halo the rest of the year, and obviously throwing in some Borderlands in there when I can.
No, 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 no. You're throwing in some Destiny in there. Just
Bro,
not forget Destiny, please.
all the Destiny stuff I leave to you. I'm just gonna sit my happy behind down and stream my Destiny at twitch.tv/dead aim. That's DXXDAAM to the brain. Cause I'm gonna make it top pop. We about to get up out of here because I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Iceman, if you got anything else, give it to him. Otherwise, tell him who you are and let's get out of here, man.
Yo, I'm your boy Ice. Until the next time, see ya.
All right, that's what it is. That's what it do. We go.